if there was a thing you were thinking about doing and wondering if you should do it, connect to your heart. Feel in your heart. What does your heart say? When you are connected to your heart, things happen with a lot more flow. There's this saying from the Dalai Lama, and it's just that too much energy in the Western world is focused on developing the mind. Develop the heart, not just for yourself or your friends, but for your community and for the whole world. Focus on creating peace in your heart and never give up. So, when we're focused on our hearts, when we're focused on bringing more life into our lives, that this is a process that a lot of us may be going through right now, and that we're working on bringing more life into our lives, and because that's what being alive is all about. And whether that means being more creative or being healthy or being more generous to people and offering our skills in different ways, like we are all connected to this divine matrix of the heart energy. And there's a lot of research that shows that the heart, like the magnetics of the heart, is like exponentially more powerful than the magnetic resonance even of the brain. And that we also have a brain in our heart, that we have like 500 million neurons in our heart, just like that are essentially this like thinking, feeling matrix within us. And obviously the heart does so much for us, and that it's really hard to try and accomplish things when our heart's not in it, even if we know that it's a good thing in the short term or whatever, or it's something that we really want. Like, you can always see this as like the example of the guy who like makes $100 million, but he doesn't like what he's doing, and therefore he's like, well, now what, right? And it's just this thing that always is with all of us, our hearts, and what that means on like a philosophical or maybe just like a metaphysical level, is that we have things that resonate with us, and that it's important to pursue those things. It's important to connect to those things. It's important to realize ourselves through the awakening of the heart, and to connect to people, practices, ideas, work, like places, whatever it is, like, and be able to bring our heart completely to that, and also to just recognize in every moment that we can continue to wake up our heart to greater states of joy and awareness and flow, and that the more that becomes a part of our everyday thought process, the more natural it becomes, and the more effortless it becomes, and therefore we can bring that to the world in a way that where eventually at some point that sort of work no longer feels like work, and it just feels like the thing that we are meant to be doing, and that at some point that may just become the thing that we do full time. And if you want to change, I guess I should say, what you're doing, but if you love what you're doing, then you're just going to be bringing more love to what you're doing. So that is just the like simple concept behind waking up the heart. And it's funny because it's something that you really can't think your way into. You kind of have to feel your way into. And I'm a person who thinks a lot, and therefore like this is why I'm sharing, is because I feel like connecting back into the heart is a consistent daily practice that has brought so much to my life, and it's an ongoing thing. And I feel like because a lot of us have been trained into being super like mind or thought, or just that realm, like focused on that realm, that a lot of the times we don't feel the way we don't like, we're almost like conditioned to be like numb to our feelings, or afraid of our feelings, or just to not think that they're important, and that feelings, I would say, are not necessarily like the core nature of the heart at the same, like in terms of the like surface layer feelings. I'd say there's a much deeper feeling that is like the one true feeling, I guess I would say, of like this super deep love that is the core nature of the heart. And it's like this place where we're just connected to each other and connected to the universe in this way where life feels good and we're grateful to be alive and in it and feeling, like we're sharing and supported and connected to the greater whole. And that is a very simple starting point for any sort of spiritual practice or new like career or job or just like connection to new relationships or whatever it is, that when we open up to that space within us, there is a lot of magic that comes from that. So I wish you well. Thank you for watching. Peace.